All right, guys, today I've got some simple niches that are so profitable that it is actually ridiculous. Some of these niches you are not going to believe. I'm not doing these niches just to say you should do them, right? I don't want you to necessarily copy these people. I just want them to give you ideas, inspire you, and motivate you to know there's probably a lot of things that you already know right now or things you could learn very quickly that you could make content on YouTube about and give a lot of value to other people and therefore make money. Right? Because that's how making money works. You give value first and then you get value in return in the form of money. So if you appreciate me making these types of videos, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into it right now with the first one on the list, which is retirement survival. And that's not the type of niche, that is literally the name of the channel. Now, this channel is literally so simple that they don't have a banner and they don't have a profile picture. That's how simple this channel is. So it doesn't really get much simpler than that. But the thing that's absolutely mind-blowing about this channel is this video right here, which they posted around 3 weeks ago at the time of recording this video, got 1.6 million views. And the video is called How Much YouTube Paid My Small Channel in 2025. And it's so simple that there is no thumbnail. The thumbnail is just a simple still shot from his video. And his first ever video that kind of took off a little bit was about 6 months ago, and that video was called Retired and Broke. Now, this is really proof that keeping it simple in many cases is the way to go. Because this gentleman right now is making $13,000 to $39,000 a month with this channel, according to vidIQ. Now, he's probably just monetizing from AdSense. He probably isn't monetizing in other ways because he probably doesn't know how to based on how simple his channel is. But if he did know how to monetize, he'd be making a lot more money than that. Now, you might be thinking, Shane, this guy got, 370,000 views in the last 7 days. That's approximately 1.5 million views. So how in the world is he making that much money? Well, the reason is because people that are older tend to attract an older audience as well. And that older audience has advertisers that will pay more money to get in front of them because they have more money. 80% of the money in the United States, for instance, is owned by 50 and above approximately. So basically, advertisers pay way more money to get in front of the type of audience that this gentleman is attracting. And so he is absolutely crushing it with this channel right now. Now, there's a lot of other channels out there that do retirement type content. You don't need to do retirement stuff. If you're an older creator, you can do just a bunch of stuff in general, just stuff that is related to older creators. It could even be nostalgia type content, just talking about older times or talking about older shows or etc. Any type of content that attracts older creators. Now, by the way, if you're confused about what type of niche to pick, how to get views, how to pick video ideas, anything like that, I am doing a free live training. It'll be a Zoom call with me this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check that out by clicking the link in the description and the pinned comment below. All right, guys, in the editing process right now, and I just wanted to mention that if you're struggling to grow on YouTube, you're having trouble getting views, subscribers, making money, or even picking a niche, I'm gonna be hosting a free one-time live workshop that goes over exactly how to help with that. It's gonna be the YouTube content advantage for making money. And also make sure to click the link in the description and the pinned comment below so you don't miss out. And if you attend live, you'll also have a chance to be the one person I pick for a real-time channel audit once we move into the interactive portion of the workshop. And if you feel unsure about what niche to choose, or you're worried that your niche might be too broad or it's not profitable enough, then this workshop is for you because I'll be giving away the 60-second niche validator 2.3 completely free. This is the latest and most optimized version of my GPT-powered niche validation tool, and it helps you instantly test and uncover profitable YouTube niches before you waste time creating content that doesn't bring in leads, sales, or money. It's smarter, faster, and trained on even more data from real profitable channels, and I'll be giving it away completely free, but only at this live workshop. And just a heads up, this might be one of the last times I give this tool away for free because I'm planning on making it into an actual software. So if you've been on the fence, this is definitely a good time to pick it up. Now, during the workshop, there's a full presentation on how to grow on YouTube, followed by a Q&A where you can ask me questions directly on Zoom. And people do ask a lot of questions, the majority of the time about niche, and many people walk away with niche clarity during the session itself. And the same strategies I teach are the ones that help clients like Nicole, who went from 85 subscribers to $85,000 in a single month, Seth, who went from years without a viral video to immediately getting 300,000 views right after starting working with us, or Davis, who scaled from 100K a month and was able to remove himself from recording. And even people who aren't clients, like Isaiah, were able to make $20,000 only using the free content and live workshop strategies. So make sure you show up, click the link in the description or the pinned comment to register, and add it to your calendar so you don't miss the chance to grab the 60-second niche validator AI. And if you miss the date, that's okay. Check the link still to see when the next workshop is happening or to sign up to a list that will tell you when the next one does. So see you Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now back to the video. And speaking of that, let's move on to the number 2 niche, which is just teaching what you already know. And this is especially effective if you are an older creator. So if you're 40 and above, for instance. And with this niche, I'm going to be talking about Zach of all trades, who happens to be my brother. So last year, Zach came to me and he basically said, hey, I've been working in the trades for about 30 years. I had my own business for 20 years. It's starting to get really hard on my body. How can I make money without having to use my body? And I told him YouTube. He was very surprised because he's older. He's not tech savvy. He's not that artistic. You know, he hasn't really made that many videos, et cetera, et cetera. So he was very surprised. But I told him, trust me, bro, and he listened. His very first video that we uploaded took off, has now over 800,000 views, and all he did is teach other people about different trade careers. Very basic knowledge for him. Incredibly basic knowledge for him. But for other people, it's super valuable. And this is the kind of thing that you can teach if you're older, because there's pretty much a 99% chance, pretty much a 100% chance that if you're older, there's knowledge that you have that younger people could benefit from. And the way I like to think about it is, imagine if you had a time machine and you could go back to the younger version of yourself. Would you be able to give value to the younger version of yourself, right? Would you be able to help them solve problems faster, more efficiently, with less headache, less heartbreak, less money? If the answer to that is yes, then you have valuable information and valuable wisdom that you could teach other people. And the answer to that is yes for like 99% of people. And so that is called solving problems, making useful, valuable content for the world. And you will get rewarded in return. My brother, for instance, less than 30 days into creating his very first video, had a $214 AdSense day. That's just from AdSense. Less than 6 months after creating his very first video, he had a $500 AdSense day. Again, just from AdSense. He was also making money from affiliate marketing, etc. And by the way, if you want to get an update on my brother and maybe even meet him, check out the link in the description of the pinned comment below, because we will be having a live stream this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be a workshop where I will teach you all the things you need to do on YouTube, all the things you need to not do, which is probably even more important. And I will be helping you with all the problems that people typically have, like getting views, picking your niche, picking video ideas, figuring out how you're gonna monetize your channel, and all of that sort of thing. Not only will I be helping you with those things, but I'll also actually have AI, in some cases GPTs, that I'll be giving you for free to solve some of those problems. So do not miss out on this workshop. Click that link in the description in the pinned comment below. And after the workshop, I will be doing a Q&A where you can ask me literally any question you want about growing and making money on YouTube. So look forward to seeing you there, and make sure you put it on your calendar so you don't miss out. Now, a little bit ago, I mentioned nostalgia content, and I mentioned it specifically for older creators, but it's not necessarily just for older creators. And there's a lot of different types of nostalgia content. But one of them is this channel right here, which I would call nostalgia gaming, and the channel is called Globert. Very interesting channel, relatively new as well, only about a year old. And this channel basically covers nostalgic games from his childhood and other people's childhoods as well. Now, his most popular video was, I spent 30 days in a dead game. And the thumbnail is 0 players online. And that video got 14 million views and made over $19,000. Now, this is a relatively new channel. It looks like they don't fully know what they're doing, because it seems like they should just make more videos like these 2 videos that took off, and they're kind of not. But with that being said, this is an example of nostalgia content, and you can make money doing this. Now, here's an example of another type of nostalgia content. Growing up in the 1970s, 17 things kids today will never understand. 800,000 views. Here's another example of nostalgia content. Why people still play RuneScape. right? RuneScape is kind of like an old video game that's still kind of around, but it's not nearly as popular as it used to be. And I have to admit, I do watch those RuneScape nostalgia videos from time to time because I did play quite a bit when I was a kid. But yeah, I think you get the point. Nostalgia content, very interesting kind of genre / niche, and definitely something you should look into. Another type of content is simply sharing your journey of doing something interesting, something challenging, just something in general. And the specific example I'm going to use in this case is Golf Journey. So Zaire Odell Golf is sharing his journey of trying to become a PGA Golf pro, right? Qualifying for the PGA Tour is not easy. And he basically is filming and sharing his journey of becoming somebody who actually qualifies for the PGA Tour. And these are pretty simple videos where he just talks, swings, he tracks his progress, and he's growing pretty freaking fast. Now, he's not getting a ton of views yet. He hasn't even had a single video that's gotten over 100,000 views, but this is a niche that attracts a super high level demographic. So I'm sure that he is absolutely crushing it when it comes to AdSense. So vidIQ is saying he's making about $3,000 to $8,000 a month. And that's pretty good for a tiny channel like this. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually making more. And this is definitely one of those niches where you can monetize like crazy. Now, it doesn't look like he's monetizing that much at this point, but at some point he will definitely be able to do that. So he is well on his way to absolutely crushing it in a niche that has a super high ticket demographic. So the lesson here is literally just do whatever you're already doing and document it. Another example of this is this channel Post 10, who basically professionally unclogs drains, or basically drains flooded streets that are clogged up. Now, they're gonna be doing it anyways, but what they did is they recorded this video and posted it on YouTube, and it got over 12 million views. And that's just the beginning. This video right here got 32 million views. So they were literally just doing what they already would have been doing anyways, but they recorded it. And it made $160,000. So yeah, I think you get the point. You can literally just do what you already would have been doing, record it, put it on YouTube in the right way. As long as you do it the right way, you package it the right way, you come up with the right ideas, etc., which I teach people how to do in the live training. So click that link in the description and make sure you attend 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday in order to figure out how to actually package things the right way and how to have this type of success. But yeah, if you're able to do that, you can make money just doing stuff you already would have been doing anyways. And then finally, I'm gonna talk about a bit of a sad niche, but it's something that I do wanna talk about. I'm gonna use a sad example, but basically documenting your own hardship, right? So you have difficult things that happen to you in life, and you can choose to document that hardship, share it with other people, and in some cases, it's gonna help a ton of other people as well. So one example of this is this channel, My Fight with Cancer. And this is a channel that actually popped up for me a while back, and it does absolutely make me sad in some ways. And this is obviously somebody who has cancer, stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And it definitely makes me sad in some ways, but they're basically documenting their fight with cancer. Hopefully they survive. But even if they don't, I think it's just great to document these things so that other people can learn from them. And God bless this person for doing that. And they are likely making a decent amount of money, and they're also probably getting a lot of donations as well by documenting their journey. But it's not just them. This gentleman right here, Ian on YouTube, absolutely blew up his channel by documenting himself working in a dead-end job. The video is called, "Why Am I 30 Years Old Working a Dead-End Retail Job?" And if you look in the comments section, this guy got so many donations: $500, $200, $500, $500, $500, $20, $50, $10. He got thousands and thousands of dollars of donations from this video. And that video he got 3 million views on also made $16,000 in AdSense at least. So yeah, the man is absolutely crushing it by documenting his misfortune. Or this guy, VarB333, who basically made a video called, "I'm 26 and live in a storage unit." So again, he documented his misfortune. That caused his channel to absolutely blow up. And guess what? He's in a lot better situation now, which is great, right? So I think you get the point. If you're going through a bad time, if you're going through something difficult, or you're going through something problematic that other people are very likely going through or might have gone through in the past or may go through in the future or are worrying about, you can make content on it, documenting it, and just sharing your thoughts and sharing what you learn, and it can be really valuable to other people, right? You can document the process. You don't necessarily have to be an expert in order to make content on YouTube. You can literally just share what you're going through. And again, this is all something I'm going to be going over in great detail this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click that link in the description and the pinned comment below. Do not miss out on it. Now, additionally, I get emails all the time. I know that I actually removed the link to allow people to actually book a call with my team because we just had too much demand. And I get emails all the time, people asking if they can, work directly with us. And I know that 99% of people that watch my videos will not ever work with myself or my team. And that is completely fine. But for the few percentage of you out there, the people who are very serious about YouTube, the people that are business owners that want to start on YouTube, the people that are YouTubers already crushing it, wanting to crush it more, the people that are YouTubers that are getting views, but they want to learn how to monetize, those types of people, basically people that want to take YouTube very, very seriously, go ahead and book a call. I might put the link in the description, the pinned comment below. If not, check out my About section on my channel, and the link should be there. On this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be. We'll make a plan to get there, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. One of the reasons why I removed it is because we only accept about 18% of people who book calls. So we're very picky about who we work with just because we want to make sure that we 100% know we can help you to get results. And so we do not accept people that we don't think we can help get results. But if you think you're one of those people, go ahead, book that call. Just like this client right here did, who got some amazing success. You can check out that video by clicking right here.